Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So much better. So much better. The first video I did today, I did it on the Hourglass palette, the owl one I have, but it's actually the snake if you were to purchase it. And when I came on, I looked like I just blended in with the wall. Like it was crazy looking. At least now there's some color in my face and my eye looks done. But we're going to use the ABH palette again because I have to use it. See what we're doing here, and I can see where I'm going with this palette, to be honest and fair. I don't think this would be an everyday palette for me, although I do think I could make it work, but it's like with the size of my collection, why would I make it work? But I do see this being a palette I would grab for certain things in my life, special things. If I wanted a special look, if I wanted almost like a bejeweled look, if that makes sense, if I'm making sense. It also kinda, well, I mean, ColourPop does have is it the bejeweled or jeweled palette, and it kinda, the tones a little bit. But let's get started. I can say that every shade I would start any look with is going to be leather, though. And like I said, in the first time I used this, I do appreciate that shade. And it's a pretty shade because it's just like it's kind of like a multi-use shade in a way, because it goes with every other shade in this palette, in my opinion. Now, am I a makeup artist? No. Do I know color theory? Heck no. I'm just someone who likes makeup and sits here in my little corner and plays with it, Like, nothing deep. I don't go too deep into it. I want products that are easy to use, nice colors, and at the end, when I'm done, I like my makeup for the day, And this does give it to me. I love this look here too. I like the first look I created also. So I do appreciate this palette for what it is, but it would not be an everyday palette for me. We're going to take that same shade on the lower lash line. But if you are into the, deeper tones and the darker tones, I do think you would get a lot of use out of this palette, because of the colors in it. You can go deep green, you can go a deep purple route, brown, a smoky eye even. I mean, I could definitely see kind of doing that, like, what is it, the latte look or something, just using this palette even, because it's just brown. You can use this leather shade that I'm doing now and then go in with Ember. Yeah, it has little sparkles in it, but at the end of the day, once you blend it, you don't see them really. They kind of just blend away. Okay. Now I'm going to go into that Ember shade, which is right here. And like I said, this is pigmented, so, I'm going to knock that off a little bit. I'm using my Refer brushes also. And we're just going to put that in the outer portion here. Blend it in. And this is a very pretty color. You can build it up, or you can keep it this light if you wanted it to. If you didn't want to go too deep and dark, you don't have to. And that's what I like about the palette in general. You can take it as dark as you want, or you can actually just have a wash of color. It's just your choice in the matter, really. And I can appreciate that for sure. For sure. Alright. Now we're going to go into the shade Fireside, which is this. I would spray it or use a glitter glue or your finger. I'm using the Refer 21 because you will get fallout with this shade. It's very flaky, but it's also very, very beautiful. I mean, look at it. And I like the name of it, Fireside. That's pretty good. And it does remind me like of a fire, really. The like the bouncing light off of it. But you will get fallout, so do be careful. Either use this, do your eyes first, and then the rest of your makeup. Glitter glue, wet it, whatever, your finger, however you want to do it, but be careful because you will get fallout. Even though you can manipulate it, all these shadows you need very little of the metallic shade, because that metallic shades in here, they spread. I mean, they really do. You don't need much, and I like that because of the fact that they spread so well, and you don't need as much as you want, or you think you need, really. You could probably just use one finger dip and be done, to be honest. Let me brush anything away. I'm using the Fake Awake liner also, just by Tarte, and it's on sale today, and I bought 2 more of them because they were half off. Okay, now we're going to go into Twilight, which was that black shade, black charcoal shade almost. And I'm going to line the lash line and the top lash line and the bottom lash line. Lord, I can't talk today. I don't know what is going on with my English today. It's like I forgot English. And you could use, again, because you have this shade, if you line, you can use, it's like a black, shade. But you could also use Ember to line with. And that would be pretty. If you want it like a brown liner. And I probably should have went that route since I kind of did apply a brown mascara today. But I wanted to try out the black to see how easy it was to work with. Because as a beginner, we all, darker shades are definitely scarier. And one wrong move is all you need to mess up your whole look. But I will say that the black shade, it does blend very nicely and works well for lining. Okay. Then we're going to go back into that first shade, Leather, and run it along the lower lash line. Alright, so far so good. Now I'm going to go into Smoke. This one right here, but I'm only going to pick it up very lightly. And we're going to pop it right in inner corner there. And this does work as an inner corner for me, to be honest. I mean, it could definitely be a lid shade too, but it works for inner corner. Then I'm just gonna run it up a little bit into the crease. Like I did there. Just like that. And then if you can see the difference, this is definitely more of an orange, where this one's got a little bit like a little bit of a pink in the middle of it. It's because, again, I use that Moonlight shade, that one right there, and I'm just going to pick it up on my finger just a little bit and place it right in the middle. And I'm in love with doing this, you all. It just, I don't know, it looks like a fireball now in a way. It almost reminds me, actually, just like this, almost reminds me of the shade fireball from, is it Urban Decay? I think it's Urban Decay. When you mix these two. But overall, I really enjoy this look. Alright, so now that we got that done, we're going to go into the YSL, the brown mascara that I have through them. We're going to apply it to the top and bottom lashes. And I think I need a new mascara that's brown. I don't know if I'm going to buy this one or try the Dior. Because I don't know if I really like the brown in this. I like the black in this for sure. But I don't really know how I feel about the brown just yet, even though I've been using it forever now. It's like some days I'm like, oh yeah, this is the perfect brown. And then other days I'm like, no, it's not the perfect brown that I'm looking for. What's your all's favorite brown mascara, out of curiosity? Do you have one, or are you strictly like black mascara? I mean, I like playing, you know, I got different color, I got the Pat McGrath different colored ones, and I like them too. It just really depends on your mood. And I've seen she's coming out with new ones for her Christmas launch, and I'm kind of excited. At the same time, I'm like, do I really need them? Should I really get them? Because I don't use them often. And I do think if she had a purple, I would. Or a brown. Ooh, man, could you imagine if she came out with a brown mascara? Alright, how's that looking? I think it looks pretty good, yeah. I think we better stop before I have a mess. Because we all know that I'm messing up at least once with mascara, for sure. And so far, if I leave it alone, I didn't mess up today. So I'm kind of proud of myself. I'm going to go back into that lace shade, though. Because I feel like I need to darken this up a little more. I don't feel like both sides are even. Alright, there we go. Alrighty, and that's the final look using the ABH Fall Romance. I will say, I do like it. I like it a lot. I love the packaging. This is probably my favorite packaging. But it's not my favorite palette. Sultry, I think, still has it as my favorite palette by ABH. But this one is pretty good. It's pretty good. I will say that much. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video and seeing a second look. This is a much lighter look than the first look. So you can see you go from light to dark for sure in this palette. But overall, I think I'm going to have fun with this palette in the fall. But I don't think it'll be one that sits like right here beside me. You know what I mean? It's not one of them. But it is a palette to pull out for fun fall looks and stuff. But But anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe, and stay healthy. Bye.